Hello everyone, good day, wonderful welcome. Today we will see how the skeletal muscle contract. The skeletal muscle is a muscle which is attached with bone. It can contract which leads to any physical movement. Skeletal muscle contains many parts. We will focus on few parts which is involved in the muscle movement. Muscle cell plays a major role in muscle contraction. It is also called as a muscle fiber. The muscle fiber gets the signal from the nerves at the neuromuscular junction, which is also called as motor end plate. The muscle fiber contains two tubule and sarcoplasmic reticulum, which is involved in the signal transfer from somatic motor neuron to myofibril through action potential. Myofibril is the major player of muscle contraction. It composed of thin filament and thick filament. Thin filament contain actin, tropomyosin and troponin. Thick filament contain myosin. The myosin head in the thick filament is actively working during muscle contraction. The entire muscle fiber is surrounded by a membrane called endomysium. Many muscle fiber join together called fascicle. The membrane of the fascicle is called perimysium. Many fascicle join together to form a skeletal muscle and the membrane surrounded by the muscle is called epimysium. Now we will see how the skeletal muscle contract. When the somatic motor neuron receives the signal from the brain for the muscle movement, it releases the acetylcholine. The acetylcholine bind to the receptor and cause the sodium ion flow inside, which in turn leads to move the action potential to the T tubule. The action potential in the T tubule cause the release of calcium ion from the sarcoplasmic reticulum. In normal condition, tropomyosin block the binding of myosin head to actin. When calcium released from the sarcoplasmic reticulum, the calcium bind to troponin, which leads to move the tropomyosin. Now the myosin can bind to the actin. Myosin head gets energy from the breakdown of ATP and move the actin inside leads to the muscle contraction. This is how the muscle is contracting. Based on the contraction capability, the muscle fiber is classified into slow fiber, fast fiber and intermediate fiber. Slow fiber contract longer period of time. It is red in color with extensive capillary supply and the presence of more mitochondria. Fast fiber contract quickly. It is white in color with few mitochondria and lots of glycogen. Intermediate fiber, which is intermediate between the slow fiber and fast fiber, it is pale in color. Now, one can find out what type of meat is present in the food. For example, if we look at the chicken leg, it is red in color. The reason is that the chicken is keeps on walking for longer time, which is indicating the presence of slow fiber. The chicken breast is in white color because chicken can fly very rarely. It indicates the fast fiber. Another example, if we look at the Solomon fish, it is red in color because it is always swimming against the water flow, which is indicating the presence of slow fiber. Founder fish is white color because it is an inactive fish and less swimming indicates fast fiber. Whenever anyone can buy the meat by looking at the color of the meat, they can identify whether the meat is actively worked or inactive.